Hey, good
Chef
morning.
Fernando, good to see you
Hello,
again.
Dubai.
How are
Hello,
you?
Dubai. Hi,
¿Cómo
Shanas.
está?
Hi, Joan.
Hi, Fernando.
Mabuti. Mabuhay, everybody.
Well, before we start this quick interview, what I want to stress is in these unknown times,
Yeah.
a reason why we're so happy to be talking to you today, Chef. Tell us what your last few weeks have involved.
All right. Like a strange wind that just passes through you, I just survived COVID. I am 4 days symptom-free as of the moment. And by any standard, you may call the symptoms mild, what I had gone through. But for a person that went through that, mild was purgatory and hell at the same time. So I do not wish this on anyone, but I am happy to be sitting up here and being able to talk to all of you, to wear my ESC chef's jacket proudly, and to be still a part of the Salon Culinare 2021. Who would have thought? I never thought I'd be sitting up like this, but here I am and happy to see all of you, to you both especially.
Really are so glad to have you, Fernando. Now, you've been a judge at the Salon Culinare for some time. When was the first time you judged?
The first time I set foot at the ESC was in 2017, so 4 years ago, and consecutively. I was there up until last year. That was the last event that I had come to visit. And the day that I arrived, 5 days later, the Philippines locked down, and we are still under lockdown at this point. So you were my last. You were the last international thing that I did.
Yes.
And we're the first to live. So we're continuing. We're last and first.
Correct. I didn't miss a beat. I didn't miss a beat. Glad to be here.
Well, when you do join us as judge, what are you looking for, particularly in the dishes you're judging?
As a judge, and as I've learned as a judge from the day I started this in 2006, the moment there are dishes that just you see from afar and you know that this dish is gold. You without question, you know that it's finely made, you know that it's properly plated, and the last thing that you will ever find out about this dish is those 50 points. Does it taste delicious? But more often than not, judges' instincts may be wrong sometimes, I admit. You cannot really judge a plate by how it looks. But, to see young chefs confident in their craft, you can feel it. It's really in their product. So that is one thing that I've learned. It's one thing that I take with me, that when we have a team, it's the same thing that I tell our team. You guys, you if you practice, if you exude confidence, if you know what you're doing, the plate will show it, the judges will know. So I think for me, that part of being a judge and having that instinct is something that I've learned and that I've developed as I went along. And of course, as you converse with your fellow judges, and you find that what you're feeling right now and what you've tasted is unanimous, then you know that you're also on the right track as a judge.
I think we have time for one more question, Chef.
What advice would you give to any young chef taking part in a kitchen, in a culinary competition?
Young chefs like us, right? Yes. I think
us novices who are starting off in life.
Oh, greenhorns, total greenhorns.
Yeah.
Number one, practice. It goes without saying that you should know the rules, follow the rules, and understand the rules. Know what is being asked for of you. A lot of these young chefs, really, the stumbling block is really in some point in not following the rules. But as judges, we're also very lenient at times. We know what kind of pressure they go through. Secondly, think on your feet. Just like being in your restaurant, there are things that you need to adapt to. The ovens won't work. Something else. The equipment doesn't work. Learn how to adapt. The last thing is really be inspired. When you come into a competition, be inspired of where you're from, where your origin is from. be proud of what you're about to do, embrace this entire persona that you have, and you know, you will be rewarded for sure. You will be rewarded.
So thank you so much for those wonderful words of wisdom. Again, we are delighted to have you as part of our event this year, and B, more importantly, to see you fighting fit and in the jacket.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here. Happy to see all of you well and
Very
safe.
soon.
Absolutely, many thanks.